Oh, it's your boy Nick, and I'm here with Miss Naturally Nay,
Hello.
Kenneth Ian,
Hola.
and Mike Seatown.
Hi.
And you're now tuned into another live episode of the Frames for Second podcast. This episode, I guess we're doing two in a month,
We
right?
are?
It's the first time we've done this
What we
before.
doing?
Yeah. We did Creed earlier.
Oh, that was this month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was top of the month.
This is still March.
Yeah,
We
it's
did
still
Creed
March.
and we
Yeah.
did
Best
Creed.
month of the year.
Oh.
Yeah, we're giving y'all a double take on the live episodes this month, with this one being dedicated to John Wick 4 or Chapter 4. Before we get into that review, Miss Nay.
We have roses. So my first rose is going to, you are TJ, TJ 10-2. Hi. You said, I want to see a movie about the one bounty hunter that saw. Oh, and this is on John Wick spoiler thread, by the way. Sorry. You said, I want to see a movie about the one bounty hunter that saw John Wick's bounty hunter mess. I'm good on this one. His boys loaded up and he was on the couch eating his frosted flakes. And when he was out the door, he hit him with the y'all be easy out there. I don't know which bounty hunter you are talking about, but it would be cool to get a movie from the bounty hunter's perspective a little bit more, maybe. TO108 says, this is probably my least favorite out of all the John Wick films, but I still thought it was enjoyable. I think because of how long it was. I don't feel like watching it again anytime soon, unlike the other John Wicks. Also, Keanu Reeves was really bad in this. It looked even worse since every other actor was giving it their all. This movie feels like them trying to make as many potential spin-offs as possible since John Wick dies in this one. And John Wick dying how he did just doesn't feel right to me. Like his death really didn't change the shit in the grand scheme of things. Beans from the East 410 says, I already love the video game feeling of these movies. What happened?
They're saying that we sound funny.
We sound funny, you don't hear me?
It should be fixed. It's the echo cancellation.
Oh, is it better? Are they saying it's better now?
Go ahead and speak.
Hi, how you doing, Mike?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's better now? Okay.
Yeah.
So Beans from the East 410 says, I already love the video game feeling of these movies, and the part near the end with the over-the-top camera as he was going from room to room was one of my favorite scenes ever. Chef's kiss. Mwah. And then my featured roles, I have a featured rose. There we go. Quentin E. Alejandro. Love this one, but John got hit by a few too many cars, fell down a few too many steps, and survived some pretty incredible falls. I need to rewatch the others to see if this was just how it was all along. High quality action movie here regardless. Yeah, touche. I pretty much have the same sentiments. That's why you were featured. Thanks, guys, so much for your commentary. It wasn't a whole lot on this one. Did y'all like this movie? Can you comment anything? Because it wasn't a whole lot of commentary about it. But for those of you who did give comments, thanks. Please keep it coming. And maybe you'll get a rose on the next episode.
We got to get you a theme song for the feature roles.
It's a feature rose. It's a feature rose.
But before we get into the review, please make sure that if you are a part of our membership or just want to be a part of the gang in general, send in your super chats. We'll answer those questions probably around 3:40, 3:45. So you got about 35 minutes to get all your questions and comments in for super chats, and I'll kind of update you halfway through before we wrap that up. But let's get into it while y'all here. We appreciate y'all waiting, so we'll just get right into it. Nay, John Wick Chapter 4. do you fuck with it?
I don't fuck with this. It was too long. I went in the middle of the day, and I felt like I was at a lock-in. People was asleep all around me.
Somebody fell asleep.
I fell asleep. The nigga 2 chairs down from me was asleep. The nigga behind me was asleep. All you had to do was really wake up for the action. And to be honest with you, I ain't even like the action scenes until maybe about an hour in.
Wow.
I liked all the other ones though.
Ken, what's up?
Sorry to that man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think there were a lot of ridiculous, unrealistic moments that were highlighted. I do agree with that. I do find myself like, okay, wait a minute, y'all. Come on now. But, I just went along with it. I could not remember if any of the other first 3 versions were like that. I don't think they were this extreme, but they definitely went fast and furious for this last one. But I enjoyed it. I had fun, and I was sitting there talking to the damn movie. So,
Mike, what say you about this movie?
Had a blast. Had
Yay.
a blast. This is what I want from an action film. I don't need a plot. I don't need no great acting performances. Just show me a bunch of people just getting fucked up for 2 hours. I didn't even realize it was 3 hours until I was 2 hours in. And I only checked because I had to pee.
It went by faster than I thought it would.
No,
I knew
sir.
going in.
Did you get a slushie at the theater?
No, sir.
A slushy.
That's what I did. I was like, that's what I was 2 hours into. I was like, this
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
take snack break.
Yeah.
Oh, you stepped out?
I
Nah,
did.
nah, I didn't. I held
What
it
was you
in.
gonna miss?
Somebody getting fucked up.
I held it in.
You
I
had to
held
time
it
it
in.
right. I think I timed it when he went to talk to Winston.
Oh, you know,
the
it's gonna
first
take a
time.
minute.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
able to kind of go get some
It's
more
like, ooh,
popcorn.
dialogue. I can go.
No, I had a good old time, man.
Nah, I'm with you, Mike. I fuck with this. After the second John Wick, you realize they not really trying to tell a story no more. They're
1
just
through 4 is the whole story.
yeah, like the first movie is really just an accidental blockbuster, but it still had like a decent story with it. It really should have just ended with that. But the fact that it made too much money, we knew it was gonna get a sequel. I didn't know we were gonna go to the fourth installment with this, but I like what I got. I mean, at first I was kind of nervous with the 2.5 or like 2
2
pushing-
hours
yeah.
and 49
40-something,
minutes.
Yeah, I was nervous about that. Like, how much John Wick could I really see?
Yep.
And
I think I
they
was
feel
in denial about it. I was like, it's not gonna be that long. They must be including the credits.
nah. They
do.
kept, once I see that nigga tumble down them stairs, I was like, oh no, they milking
Like
this
the
shit.
third time, I was like, oh, no wonder. Fuck, why did he go down all of them steps so many damn times?
Oh, that
y'all?
shit had me dying.
That shit
Oh.
was
It was like this
funny.
movie don't
my
even take
God.
itself like they know they over the top at this
Yeah.
point. Like we just finna do some dumb shit.
It's the
just for
fourth
sake.
John Wick, man. The whole premise is his dog died.
Y'all, y'all.
That's all
Over
it
a
is.
fucking dog, bro.
It was the dog represented his wife, y'all.
I get that, but 4 movies though, Mike.
Yeah, it was always him losing shit. He lost his dog / his wife the first film. The second film, they blew up his house, right?
No, that was the first film.
No, I think that was the second
one. I
film.
think it
I'm
was
pretty
the
sure. I'm usually wrong, so maybe you're right. But I think it was the second film that he lost his
Oh,
house.
because they came back to get revenge and shit.
Nah, they came back for some other reason. They blew his house up. Because I remember.
Oh, the dude who had his mark,
Right.
he called up
Right.
his number and
he
shit.
refused to do it or whatever. Yeah, and then the third film, he kind of lost his his adopted sort of family because they broke the what do they call it?
Yeah, he.
No, they put the dude who gave him the marker in the second one. He killed him at the on the Continental Grounds at what's his spot, and then before he did that, he put a hit on him. So the high table was trying to go after him.
No, but in the third one, remember he went back to those people that were his family, sort of.
Oh yeah, he had to
And
get.
remember they fucked up his tattoo that was on his back. Or
Yeah, they unbranded him basically.
right.
Yeah.
So he lost his family in the third one. So then they had to end it with a fourth one. He lost his damn life.
The nigga got shot off a roof, and it was a high ass roof too, and he fell to the.
man.
Oh,
John fucking
yeah.
Wick.
So they did do ridiculous stuff in the other ones. Yeah.
They did ridiculous stuff in the
Yeah,
first
they
one.
It
Like
was better than this ridiculous shit.
Oh man.
It was better than
the
this.
first movie, he did fall like similar, like where he's like, nigga, you should be really fucked up. But
Yeah.
That was two, wasn't
Y'all
it?
thought was it just me? Like Keanu was Keanu like looking like he could really like he was really doing these stunts? Or did he look?
He
like,
did.
Tired?
He did the stunts.
No, I know, but he
But he
looked like
looked
he
old.
was
He
tired
looked-
as
yeah,
fuck.
he looked
doing
old.
it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I really gotta
He
do
is
this shit.
old.
Like what the
But that's
fuck?
why I liked it because I mean, as realistic as this could possibly be, he did look tired as fuck after he was doing all this shit.
I would be too. I was
Right.
tired for him. That nigga was fighting hella niggas.
Was his suit always bulletproof? Did I
Yeah,
miss
the
that?
bulletproof shit was always
Even in the
there.
first one, I can't remember.
Not in the first one, but like when they got to like the second one moving
Second
forward,
one?
like
Okay.
they talked about the Kevlar shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I was so tired of him doing that.
He
shit.
did the
I was
little-
like,
little-
is this their way of like trying to keep it from looking like this nigga should have been shot up? Like I was lost. I was so lost. I'm sorry. Maybe it was my viewing experience. But
Nah,
this was not it.
I,
The suit's got inserts.
the suit's like
Because the other
protect-
guy's suits were invincible too.
Yeah, no, I just did not remember that.
Nah, but
just did not
ever
remember
since
that.
your husband said it, I've been going to see movies in Dolby Cinema.
Oh, this was made for Dolby.
So
now.
I saw the Dolby.
This was made
so
for
when
the
we
Dolby.
first start off with seeing John Wick punch that motherfucking
I was
thing,
like,
I'm hearing
oh.
all
I was
this
like, oh,
shit.
okay.
Lawrence Fishburne in the background doing some bullshit monologue.
Why was he here?
I was gonna ask you, Mike.
He didn't do shit.
He saved John at the end of
No, he
No,
don't
we
mean
asked
like
him why
it
was he
in
here?
this one.
In 4.
He ain't do-
He the homeless man.
you ain't got no mic
For
though.
real.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I thought you had a mic.
Well, either way,
Yeah.
he didn't need to be
I
here.
mean, we get why he was here, but no, like really, why was he here?
That's what I'm saying. Right.
We didn't need him.
Not at all.
He was the He just
His tailor, like what we didn't need.
yeah,
him.
basically.
Oh, well, yeah, and all he did really was have him the suit and left. He couldn't get his own self a suit.
And show up at
Yeah,
the end. and
my
do it.
question to y'all was like, could Lawrence Fishburne been given more to do in this movie? It's a
Yeah.
3-hour damn near
Yeah,
movie.
he should have given him something to do. Comb his fucking hair.
Oh,
Brush his damn teeth.
oh.
Shit.
He live underground. What you need to look cute for?
He come
Yeah.
up sometimes, clearly.
He turned that whole place out too, which was crazy. But yeah, yeah, probably. But I don't know, man. Lawrence Fishburne ain't had a lot of success in these movies. It seems like every single movie he's been in, something bad happens to him. You know, the first one he was on the roof, right?
Yeah, with
fucked
the
that shit
pigeons.
up. The second one, something else happened. So yeah, I think he's just trying to stay out of sight, bro.
He need to.
Because I was about to say, yeah, because John Wick in this movie, I realized like how much destruction he brought like to everybody and everybody around him. That's
I
why
think he did too.
So how did y'all feel about Keanu Reeves and seeing him in this role at this time in this series?
I think to Nate's point about the acting, I think the feeling I got is that he was tired.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired of this series.
Yeah, he is just tired of this shit. He was a retired assassin or whatever. He ran into the wrong people. They came and they killed his dog. The dog that was his wife left him, and he's been on a terror
His
ever
wife
since.
left him.
He left the dog. She left him
She
the dog.
left him the dog,
He's
yeah.
saying
Oh,
she left
I'm
him the
sorry.
dog.
I was like, damn, Ken. She didn't walk out on him. My bad, I heard you.
Yeah,
wrong.
that's fine. Yeah, so and it's been on ever since, man. And by movie number 4, he's like, man, god damn.
That's how I felt this whole movie.
He
God
said,
damn.
shit. You know, so he's been running around about what, at least 200-300, maybe more people have been trying to kill him. And he's just exhausted. He just want to clear his name.
Well, he can't clear his name because he fucked up.
But he did clear his name.
He did clear
Yeah, I'm
his
just saying he
name.
did, but I'm just saying like he did. All that was on him. Like he brought all that shit on him.
But they started it.
Right. They did start it.
He could have killed him anywhere else but the continent.
That's true. That's true.
Valid.
Literally, if you killed him anywhere else, none of this shit
That
happened.
dude was talking shit.
He
had
was
to
talking,
die.
man. Hey, I
I'ma
love
just
when
stay
he,
here forever.
Hey,
What
when
you
he,
gonna do?
when he shot that nigga, I was like, this nigga crazy.
Yeah.
That's the Boba Yaga. I wish I was at that bar at that time to drop my drink.
That's who? That's John Boyega?
That's how John was talking to Disney. He talked to that nigga like he was Boba Yaga.
Did y'all really expect it to have a black Jedi?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what it is, man.
But yeah, I fuck with y'all. I fuck with Keanu in this role. You could tell that he was tired, but he gave it his last good effort. This is his last
About
like
that.
good puncher's chance at like saying like, all right, let me just end off. I don't know if this is the end of the series because we don't really see a dead body. We just assume there's a dead body.
Yeah.
But I think that his arc should be done, and if he comes back, it's a cameo or something like that. But I think the world that they built is actually really good. Because we then see John travel to Morocco and he kills the elder, the only individual that's above the high table, which causes the whole New York Continental to get fucked up. And that's how we meet the villain of this story. But Mike,
Marquise.
did you think it was bad timing for what they did to Lance Reddick in this movie?
I think it was bad timing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just life. It sucks. You know, it was. I mean, they couldn't go back and redo the scene because then people would have been wondering, okay, where is he?
Right.
And like, oh, he went to Malaysia. He went to Bali. He went to Brazil. Whatever. Nah. I think they gave him a good way out.
Is this the last movie role?
I think so.
Maybe, I don't know. He was supposed to do some other shit too that I was interested. That's why I was like, it was sad to see him go.
I thought they
It
did
was
it.
sad to see him go. Yeah.
I thought they did it on purpose.
Nah, the movie came out. Nah, it was coming out before he just died like 2 weeks ago.
I know, but I thought that he may have told them.
I'm
that-
dying.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, because he died of natural causes.
I thought he had cancer.
That's natural causes still though.
Oh, really?
I don't think we know how he died yet. But regardless, even if he had cancer, I still think that's a good way for him to leave the movie,
Yeah.
especially with his last words and "It was been a pleasure." I was like,
got some
damn, bro.
He got some video game content coming out though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in some video games and stuff. So
No, it was sad, but it was a good way for him to go out.
Yeah, it felt fitting.
It did.
odd
Oddly
kind of-
enough, it didn't feel triggering.
No.
And when it happened, I was like, oh.
Aw. Damn.
No, not like, oh, like, but what I'm saying is like, because I think I audibly was like, when they shot him. So, but it wasn't like in a bad way. I didn't feel like, oh, guys, it's too soon. Even though it's so recent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for some reason, them kill, and maybe because it's an action film, so you know people are going to die. You go in expecting a lot of death, a lot of people getting shot. So, for some reason, it wasn't triggering or wasn't sad watching the man who just died die.
Yeah, I think it was also just like the reasoning of it to me was just kind of also interesting too, like how they even in the movie kind of propped him up.
Yeah.
And it was just like it felt like damn, like it felt weird, like damn. It seems like they would have had an inkling.
It felt like they knew.
Yeah.
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 But it still was done tastefully in a way. Because I was like you, Nate. I was like, damn, they didn't have to do the nigga like that. But the symbolism of him throughout the movie was really well done.
Yeah.
It
especially-
felt almost like a tribute. Sorry.
It did at the end when they said,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't know what to put on his tombstone, so I just put he was a good friend. Oh, I'm sure his family was like, wow,
That's crazy. They did all that shit before he even knowing all that shit. You know what I mean?
assume,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. Like
Yeah,
if we're
I
assuming
assume,
that is the
yeah.
case, like
yeah.
man. But we also get in the scene. We also get introduced to a new character, Marquise Vincent, whatever the fuck. Mike, what did you think about him, Mr. It?
I found it annoying. I think that was kind of the point.
I did too.
He was annoying as shit.
I like his suits though.
He was fresh.
Hey,
wasn't
he was buttoned
That
down.
white one?
Hey,
I was
the
like, bro.
when he was just eating that little random ass piece of cake, I was like, bro, this nigga is buttoned down
is.
for pastries.
I did want a piece of that cake, bro.
His
Yeah.
suit was bad. I was like, damn, bro, I would be your arm candy.
I was like, hey, if this was like to be at the hot table, I see why niggas is
For
like,
real. Because for a while I kept being like, what's so special about him? Then I was like, oh, it's his suits. he can't fight. You know, he didn't seem like he was really that smart. But the motherfucker dressed like that, you automatically gotta respect him.
and I will say this, I don't know if you agree with this too, Mike, but like the movie itself, it was beautiful to watch.
It was.
It was.
Like I know, like your husband always mentions, like there's certain movies that like have pictures in the like there were certain like even when they were walking in certain scenes, I'm like, bro, this is just gorgeous to see. Which I feel like it was mostly in his scenes. Like we would see like I remember when the New York dude who was
Wilson?
the manager, yeah,
Winston, whatever his name is.
yeah, when he was just walking in that museum, I was like, bro, this is fucking
Oh, in the
gorgeous.
Louvre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then when again we see him at the pastry, like that whole scenery looked like it's the Last Supper. He's in that room.
They were doing a really good job of making this look like a samurai movie. Because when they film the villains in samurai films, it feels like this. Like you just know that this motherfucker's bad. And they're always like kind of framed in a kind of weird way. And then when they're having these conversations, it just really seemed like a samurai movie. And they did such a good job of making us really believe that this little corny, skinny ass dude is a villain.
That's the thing. What did you think about him today?
Yeah, he was annoying to me too. He just can't. I mean, he was even down to the suits. He just was pretentious, and that's just kind of like the air that he gave off. And I mean, it worked for what they were trying to do. I will say I don't think I was ever scared of him though. So it's because it's not a situation where he's beating nobody's ass. He's just sicking people on him. So I don't know. Maybe there was a little bit of a letdown because it wasn't like this scary villain. But I mean, he did what he was supposed to do for the character. I didn't notice his suits though, guys. I mean, I did like yeah, it must have been my viewing experience. But yeah, I just didn't. I noticed he was well dressed. I wasn't.
Oh,
just
he was
wasn't
clean.
like.
He was
clean. Like I said, especially that white suit. I
That
don't even
was-
wear white like that.
And that
I
was-
like, I would wear that.
That was cocaine white.
It
too. So, like,
was.
you see any kind of blemish on that motherfucker? That nigga was clean.
I'm enjoying you guys enjoying the fashions though. I'm here for this
He
segment.
was killing it.
It's better looking at Lawrence Fishburne. Dusty
I
ass.
know.
He
Look
talking
like he
about
stink.
us homeless people got to stick together.
You ain't got no choice. Who the fuck gonna hang out with your funky ass? I can smell you through the screen. Stink motherfucker.
Kid, what did you think about the villain?
I agree with Mike's sentiments. I did find him very, very annoying, but I did want some of the pastries because them motherfuckers look good. I ain't gonna lie. Yep.
The crumpets. Well, we see the villain, and then as we get on with the story, we see that obviously he works for the High Table. He's now there in charge of getting rid of John Wick because Winston, even though he shot him off the building, it didn't work. So now he's in charge, and he's enlisted his good friend Kane, who's played by Donnie Yen, to go murder him pretty much. Kid, what did you think about Donnie Yen as Kane?
I fuck with him. The idea of him being blind, of course, everybody you automatically think Daredevil. But I thought about C.
Hey, Mike, you still haven't seen C,
No,
have you?
I have not.
Bro,
No, I will not
go
see
see
C.
C.
If you fuck with this, you can fuck with C, bro.
Damn lie.
Because you want to see what we saw.
I'm not.
Because he was doing some similar
He was
shit,
doing
bro.
some C shit,
He
bro.
was doing
in
some-
that?
He's not in that, but
like the way they
It's the
move
same
and
frame.
shit.
yeah, bro.
Because you be thinking, like, how the fuck am I going to watch a whole show about just completely blind people
That's
in the
why I
world?
can't do it because it's all of
It
them.
works.
No,
it
it
works.
doesn't.
It's so ridiculous.
I
it
can
works.
believe one random ass dude that's like a blind samurai. I can believe one. I can't do fucking Aquaman coming out here, bro. I'm blind.
Bro,
I can't
you
watch
can,
this
bro.
shit.
That's it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Mike gonna probably give up after like the third episode.
I'm
Nah,
sure
it's
I
a-
would.
but
he got to get to like episode 5 or 6, and then he.
But it opens up with the
hard.
action, like a big ass action
But it
sequence.
takes. Never mind.
It's on Apple
takes a
TV,
while.
but anyway, because I couldn't wait to see him fight because I wanted to see.
Yeah,
this
I wanna
shit.
see how he fucking
No
people
pun intended, but
You want to see it because he couldn't.
but yeah, because I was like, he probably bad as shit, and he was. Yeah, he was tough.
What'd you think of him, Mike?
I liked him, but again, it was just like a blind samurai. But I knew he was gonna fucking wreck people. But I liked his style too. I thought it was a little corny that his name was Kane though.
Yeah, me too.
It was because I at one point I was like, is his last name really Kane or is it because he's walking with a cane?
Right.
So I don't know.
We'll see. I had the little closed captioning device, and his Kane was spelled with an E.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that was supposed to be his last name. But it was like, all right, come on, dude. If his spy name was Kane, that's fine. But it seemed like they were.
That's what I thought. That's
Kane
what
is
I
a good
took.
villain name, but it's so overly used that it's just like I don't know. He could have came up with something better.
And they went a little too far with the meta. Like, okay, we get it. He has a cane, so he's walking with a cane. And then they're trying to be also like the Cain and Abel because he kept calling the guy brother and shit. It was like, all right, dude, like
Oh, I didn't
it's
catch
cool, but I
I
don't
didn't
really need all this.
I ain't pick up on it. I ain't even like it. You thinking that deep about this, Mike?
I'm sorry.
Because
I'm
I was like,
sorry.
damn, they was trying to do that and this.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
but
that's all.
maybe I made that up. I could have.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. You ain't give a fuck about him, did you?
No, I like Kane. He was probably one of my favorite characters in the show. I was trying to. I didn't know that I didn't realize he was blind until he started putting the little doorbells on everything.
What?
I didn't.
did too.
No, I did. I didn't. I knew that he was blind. I just didn't realize he was gonna be fighting. That's what
Okay.
it was. When he was sitting over there eating the noodles, so I knew he was gonna fight. I knew he was blind. I just didn't realize he was a fighter when he was sitting over there eating the noodles or whatever. And I was like, why he keep putting these doorbells? Like, what is the doorbell? So yeah, but no, he was interesting. I liked his fight scenes a whole lot more than I like Keanu's.
Really? You ain't look tired in this and his?
No, he didn't look. I mean, like Keanu looked like he was struggling. I'm sorry.
It's been 4 movies.
Yeah,
And he
I
like
know
90.
Yeah, I get you.
He
He's up
tired.
there. Yeah, it's almost like the equivalent of seeing Denzel in like Equalizer. I didn't quite believe that either.
Equalizer 1, I disagree. Equalizer 2,
Two,
yes,
yeah.
I completely
Okay,
agree.
I can give you 2.
Because he fought nature. He fought that tornado.
yeah, that tornado was. he had a trouble with that tornado,
I was
bro.
like, all right, bro. You ain't gonna put a black man against a tornado.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, Bushido. Oh, I forgot. Bushido Black just fucking blew my mind. I did not realize that this was the same guy that was in Rogue One.
I was gonna ask you. I was
he
like,
was blind in Rogue One.
yeah, that's what I was gonna
blind in
ask you. I was
real
like, is he getting too typecasted and he's
Maybe
blind?
he's really
I was like, is he
blind.
blind? in
He
real
ain't
life?
blind. He was
He's not.
he's been in other shit.
Well, either way, maybe they saw him in Rogue One. He did such a good ass job being a blind samurai. They put him in this too. I didn't realize that was him.
Ain't no way a blind man could
sound
move
like
like that if he was really blind.
How you know that?
I'm just saying.
Don't you
We
put
would have seen
notifications on
it.
there?
We would have seen it.
Have you ever
He
seen Stevie
might-
Wonder play fucking piano
I ain't seen
and
Stevie-
stand up and turn around and land back and play again? I have.
You ever see Stevie want to do any kind of drop kick? Or even do the splits?
I bet he could.
If he did, it was an
walk down the
accident.
steps by himself. No, he can't do that.
The only thing I see him split was his ends. Am I wrong, man? All right, let's move on.
Oh my God, y'all are evil.
But I would love to see Stevie Wonder fight.
He would fucking pee.
No,
That's how he'll whip you with the hair.
we are live, guys.
He'll play that Willow song.
What the fuck is going on?
He
Oh,
already got that samurai haircut.
The cul-de-sac is bald everywhere. He got the hair, the patch.
It's
Let's
gonna
move on.
be it's gonna be funny when Mike come in here next week and say, y'all, Stevie pulled up at my house and kicked my ass.
Oh man,
Oh shit, I love you, Stevie.
do
we fuck with you. We fuck with you, Stevie. But no, I thought Kane was cool. What I didn't think was cool was how John was fucking up everybody's crib in this movie because he went to go see his other homeboy in
Yeah,
Tokyo,
man.
fucked up his whole Continental, and that his daughter running. But I do fuck with the dude that runs it. I don't know what his name.
Asoku or something like
Was
that.
he in Bullet
Akira.
Train?
He's been in a bunch of shit.
Yeah, no, that's the dude from
he was
Bullet Train,
he was Bullet
right?
Train. He was
Yeah.
also in Endgame when he was fighting with Hawkeye before Hawkeye
Wait,
killed him.
who? Who was in Endgame?
He was in Endgame. The,
Which guy you talking about?
The
I'm sorry.
Continental runner in Tokyo.
That's what I thought you were talking about. He was in Endgame?
Yeah, remember in the beginning he was fighting Hawkeye, then he got killed in Tokyo. Well, he got killed in Tokyo there too.
What? Oh shit! When
When he was-
Hawkeye was the samurai.
when he was Ronin, yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, okay.
He was
okay.
also in Westworld, I think.
I only made it through one season of Westworld.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
he
didn't
was
like
good. He was good.
I fuck with him and his, y'all fuck with him.
Yeah, I like him. It was sad when it
Oh
was sad when he
shit!
died.
Donnie Yen was Ip Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody just said it in the chat, and I just looked it up. Was he?
So he's been around for a while. Then.
That's why I thought this movie was like an ode to action stars, like how what's that
I
other
don't know that show. the
that?
movies.
Ip Man or IP Man?
I always say
I always,
man.
they say IP man, but I call him It.
Oh, do they say IP man?
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
what
IP
they say.
man. I don't think it's It
Oh,
man.
I've always said it man.
I
Y'all
could be
know
wrong
can't-
though. You know what I'm saying?
I
could
can't
probably
say
be right.
shit, so.
It'd be weird to call the nigga Imp. I'm like, what is it? Imp?
It's better to call him IP.
Yeah.
IP sound like you. It's
Like
stand
he a
for
businessman.
Yeah.
Like he was
address
a fucking genius bar. Like, I'm not scared
That could
nobody
be
named
a-
IP man.
That could be an
He
intellectual
about his
person.
business.
What the fuck? I'm IP man. But what the fuck you gonna do?
Damn, I guess it is IP man. I like Ip
Is
Man.
it?
better,
Is that
man.
what they're saying?
I want somebody.
I
to say
think black people call it.
that. we know we do call it Ip Man.
Right. That's it. You know it.
I said it to everybody here knew what I was talking about.
Right. Sure did.
But now he man, I fuck with the character, but I just didn't like his daughter was right. Nigga, this John
His
Wick
daughter was
nigga
right.
ain't shit.
Was he in the third one?
I don't think so.
Second one, I thought.
Okay, so he been around for a minute.
He was in one of the other films. I just can't remember which one.
Yeah, no, he got off too. Yeah, he got off as well. I knew they had to kill him, but I hate that he died. But after the end of the movie, it made sense. But yeah, his daughter was bad too.
His daughter was bad as shit.
Yeah, shit, she was fucking motherfuckers up.
Sure was. All she had was a little fucking bow and arrow thing. She ran out of arrows real quick.
Yep.
Started just hitting people with it.
Start stabbing motherfuckers
She
with
was
the
on that
arrow.
nigga back climbing up the stairs.
I love that scene.
Hell yeah,
Oh
that
my
shit was.
God.
You fuck with
I
that
love
hotel
that
scene, didn't you,
scene.
Nate?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, they all got off in that shit, bro.
Nah, I fuck. Mike, I don't know if you agree. I fuck with how it starts off when the Continental people come up or the high table people come
Yeah.
up to him, dude. He was like, "Nah, we ain't." He said, "You can give us your weapons. You can search wherever you want to."
Yep.
Niggas was like, "Nah, we ain't doing it." He was like, "Well, shit, we about to bang."
Lights go out. Man.
They knew what it was.
And see, I like when he was walking out and he told the two big ass fucking samurai dudes, he was like, "Yeah, don't let nobody come through."
Me too. I already
And I
said
was
that.
like, "What the fuck are they?" I mean, and then we
Hey,
saw.
they took about 10 bullets to the chest and they were still
He
fighting. niggas.
slapped the shit out of one of them motherfuckers, bro.
Man, a sumo slap.
Man, all you heard was doom. That motherfucker just disappeared.
Yep. Yeah, Will Smith need to take notes.
Nah,
Bruh, go. Look, I don't know if Chris Rock could have took that slap.
hey, there would have been no selective outrage after that slap.
No, that would have been universal.
I would have felt that outrage. It would-
I'm mad for you. Why does my jaw hurt? Shit. I bet you Chris Rock wouldn't have made no follow-up jokes.
Hell
Nah.
One of them sumo
He
motherfuckers.
called none of them sumos a bitch.
He'd have been
Nah,
the rest of
no.
his life.
Oh man.
But yeah, when he said, yeah, don't let anybody in here, I was like, oh, them some bad motherfuckers
Yep.
right there.
Me too.
I already know it.
Nah, Ken, with the line that got me was when he was talking to John Wick at the roof, and he was like, "Yeah, friendship sounds convenient when you need some." Johnny had shit to say. Now he just kept drinking.
Yep.
I was like, he ain't shit.
He was realizing it. I think that it took him this long to realize that he's been fucking up everyone's life around him. So he had to die.
Yep.
Nah, yeah, I just thought, I was just like, damn, I ain't want him to die too. Was it fucked up that Kane killed him in front of his daughter, Nay?
He told, oh, you asked Nay. It don't matter. He told his motherfucker, bro. He told this motherfucker. He said, I don't want to kill you.
He did tell him. He did tell him.
I guess he assumed he was going to die anyway. 'cause of the
Yeah, he was
bullet
gonna
wound.
die anyway from the wound.
He could have died in peace. Shit.
Yeah. I think that one of the other cold lines when his daughter was good, he was like, don't do that.
Yeah, that shit had me dying. She picked up that sword. He was like, "Don't do it. You want to live, right?"
He said,
Right.
he said, live today or something like that.
And then he told her, he was like, "Look, I'll be waiting for you."
He was like, all right, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna bow down on this one.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
I was about to say, if you be my daddy and you blind,
Bro.
I don't know what I'm dealing with here.
Right. You're a monster. Or an X-Men. I don't know how the fuck I landed in X-Men. Shit. She should have just threw something, man. That's what I would have done.
Because there wasn't like their fight scenes were like where John. Remember when he was fighting him in that museum? John just stood there like quiet. He was
what I
like,
would've done.
"You alive, John?"
I would have said no.
I would have been like, "Nigga, you can't really see for real. You can get around this nigga somewhat."
Yeah.
He can hear you though.
Yeah.
He should have just shot him in the foot. That's what I would have done. Because his feet ain't bulletproof.
Shot who in the foot?
The blind dude.
How?
Because he was walking up
Hearing
to
the
him,
sound of the feet?
And
Okay.
John was just laying there real still.
His gun was on the other side. He had to go.
Oh, you're right.
yeah.
You're
So when he
right.
heard a move, that's when
You're
he
right.
fucked
You're right.
him up.
You're right.
Yeah, I thought that was a good intro to both of them, and it seemed like they really knew each other.
Yeah.
So
I had to go look it up and make sure he wasn't. The blind guy was not in the other films, right?
It felt
I don't
like he
remember him.
was.
No.
I don't think he was, but it felt like because they were so familiar with each other. Like
Right.
I felt like I missed something.
So they did a good job then.
Super chats will end in the next 5 minutes. It's about 3:45 now, so I'll give you about 5 minutes. Make sure you get those in. We talked about the daughter, and I guess we can kind of. I mean, this movie we're jumping around a little bit, but since it's an action movie, the daughter post credit scene was that?
I didn't
Did y'all
see
stay?
it.
Did y'all stick for that post credit scene?
Yeah, and I
I
was
didn't.
pissed
I didn't.
really, why?
because I sat there and I even Googled. I was like, "Is there an after credit scene for John Wick?" Because I really wanted to go home because it was damn near 3 hours. And when I saw the after credits, it was like that wasn't worth sitting around for. Like they could have made that a mid credit. They didn't have to make us wait till all. This
Yeah.
movie was already long.
Yeah,
It was.
You're right about that. It could have been a mid credit.
Because I assume that's where they're going after this. They're going to focus on her, which would make sense.
So just continue the franchise.
Somebody said it, and I think it was on one of the graphics that they're gonna do something called Ballerina.
Yeah, but that's not her.
It's not. Okay.
Is that with his old group that he was with that he
I
got
don't know
rebranded
who
with?
it is, but I just saw that. I saw a little bit of the trailer, and it looks like a white Russian girl. So it's not this girl.
Okay.
But yeah, I assume that they're gonna do again what they do in samurai films, where you murdered my father. I'm gonna come back and get you.
That's right, because he literally said, "I'll
Yep,
see you
I'll
later."
be waiting for you.
Yep.
What would
Which-
be dope is what happens. She tries to attack him, ends up accidentally killing his daughter, and now you have this big movie. You killed my father. I killed your daughter. Now we have to fight.
And that's why he could go see his daughter while he was smiling
Well,
because
I
he has
mean-
freedom. Oh, yeah, I know. But
Come on, Mike, make the movie, Mike.
No, he said. Moving on. Nay. We get some representation in this movie. We just don't know the nigga name. He's called Mr.
It's
Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. He told you his name.
You fuck with Mr. Nobody?
Who was that? I
I
know
wanted
his
to.
face.
I think he was in that movie Bruiser that we were talking
He
about.
was in
with
Bruiser.
you, Yeah,
He was also in Dear White People, the TV series.
He was. I never watched the TV
He played a
show.
Hotep.
I did watch that
I can see
series.
it. I can see it. I can see it. I He didn't take away from the movie. This is the thing about the John Wicks. It's like people don't really like. I don't really need to know who they are for like the story, like any sort of story. So the fact that we just know he was a mercenary going after John Wick, but then not going after him, but then going after him again, but then he saved his dog, and so he was like, yeah, it was fine. He didn't take.
You
away
think he
from
was
the
doing
story.
too much with his shit,
With a dog?
with his character?
I think I was straight till he poured out the beer and was like all of that nigga shit at the end. They was kind of leaning into a little bit, but other than that, I was fine.
He was black the whole movie.
The whole movie. But no, I like when he had pulled his thing down. It was a bulletproof vest when they was in the little house and doing all the little.
Yeah, it was.
I was
tight.
wondering
I
why he
thought
had
that was
that
kinda
little
dope.
that backpack on that whole
Yeah.
I
time.
assumed he was a graffiti artist or something.
They say he a tracker. He is a tracker. How you gonna track? You leave markings.
What you think about Mr. Nobody, Mike?
I fuck with him. I fuck with him and his dog.
I knew you
I
was
was
gonna
like,
fuck
you
with
kill
the
this
dog.
dog, I'm gonna be pissed.
Man,
when
I
they
felt the
slammed
same
that dog,
way.
I was so fucking mad.
Yeah, I thought
You
about
talking about against
you.
the car?
When that dog hit the window, I was like, Mike is gonna be mad.
Oh, I was so
Mike's not
upset.
gonna like this scene.
But then he bounced back.
He
But I thought
did. That nigga
I thought he
was
was
a-
dead. That's
After
why I
he
was
bounced
mad.
him.
That's a bionic dog.
He must be.
Nuts.
Because I didn't like when they shot Halle Berry's dog. I was like, stop
Yeah.
killing these damn dogs. But no, I liked Mr. Nobody. His motives did get a little annoying after a while because it was like, oh, I'm only here because I want 40 million.
You see him in the Notebook, like he's waiting on the price to get to 50,
Yeah.
I think, or
Right.
something like that.
But then you like, I understand he saved your dog, so just say thank you and then kill him. Like you literally sliced your hand.
You did
like,
slice. Nah,
Oh,
that
and that was
scene
for nothing.
That scene was. I fuck with that scene too, cause I knew Mr. It Man was gonna do some crazy shit.
That shit
But
was
when he put that shit in, I was like, bro, nigga was like, nigga, we could
I
have
knew he
signed
was gonna do that.
We could have signed a contract, nigga.
Yeah.
He had to
Bro,
do all
telling
that.
somebody thank you before you killed them
kinda
is
wild, right?
sick,
It's
bro.
dog.
Like, I fucking,
Like you know what this is, nigga. You know what we do.
it's 40 million.
40 minutes could change your whole. You don't have
It's
to work
40
again.
mil- He didn't look like he had a lot of money.
And this boy was.
Because of the Scully.
No, I think he got bread.
Y'all.
I think he's a tracker, so I think he does
Wait a minute.
track bounties. I don't think he got a lot. I don't know what he needed the money for. They never really said. I
Because
don't-
he broke.
Y'all would kill niggas just to not work.
For 40 million?
Yeah. Well,
40 mil
For
is a
40
lot.
million, I'd kill myself.
no, I was thinking this too, as far as like, for me with his character, it was like, bruh, that Scully can't stay on the whole time, bruh. Because when he was getting choked up by John, I was like, bruh, if that Scully's still on him, he a super nigga.
He
kind of was though. Yeah, he was nice with that damn shotgun.
That shotgun.
Yeah.
That was dope, man.
So-
I like his little backpack and all that.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I thought he was dope, especially when he sicked them dogs on people, bro. And when that dog got revenge, he knew he was fucked
Oh,
up.
when he pissed on dude's head.
Nah, when he was just gonna bite him, just in general. But I like when the dog came from behind in the shadows,
Yeah.
and you just
that
hear
was
him
dope.
growling.
That shit was scary as fuck.
That shit was scary.
That's scary as fuck.
That's
like,
a nigga's-
Can you imagine that? Like being like walking by and you just hear, oh no.
Yeah, you up against the wall
That's
trying
when
to
your-
kill
when your-
somebody.
I was gonna say it was a
We
a
have a
fear
shared
about
fear, nigga.
when I would go walk in certain parts of the hood. It's like the random ass dark alleys or dark, just something that be like, bruh, something could be in there, and it probably is a dog.
It's always a dog. Some nasty ass.
And they be
angry
quiet. They be
ass.
waiting for niggas just to come
Yeah,
back.
because they haven't eaten in a minute.
Right.
Hope they're hanging out with Lawrence Fishburne and whatnot.
Yeah, I thought the peeing on him was funny, even though it was
Over the top.
corny, but it was fine.
I loved it.
Yeah, I
love when
did
they,
too.
they showed him from the back and you see the dog's big ass balls, and then 10 seconds later he pisses all over him. I was like, that was a good scene.
Yeah, it worked. It worked.
Did y'all like the scene where we get to the nightclub where we see Killer with the big fat man?
You didn't like this?
Them niggas just kept, these niggas throwing axes at people here and you just keep dancing.
Yup.
away.
That's how they be acting like that
I
when you
ain't
go
never been
across.
to no club where if a nigga is getting like no, like
They be
every
in their own
club I know-
world.
Every club I know, if the fight get too serious, we breaking out.
It's
I ain't
Russia
never
though,
been
right?
to
Yeah, this
no-
Berlin-
ain't
I
a
think
black
Berlin.
party. You been to a rave before?
No, I
Oh, you-
ain't.
once you-
That's how they are. Because they're all high.
Yeah,
Axes and fucking heads,
I would
nigga.
not be remotely surprised if I went to a rave and some motherfucker died right next to a chick and she kept dancing. They're always
I don't
doped
want
up.
nothing to do with them.
Once you hear
drugs.
the,
Those are the best parties.
it's a rap. Niggas is in that motion,
Yep.
bruh.
it's a trance. Ain't
It's a trance.
They think it's a dance when they fucking die.
And if they on drugs, they hallucinating, so they probably think somebody dying ain't nothing but just in their head.
Yeah, we them boys sent in a members chat. Member for 15 months, appreciate it. He said the club dancers are still dancing.
They are. He ain't lied about that.
Yeah, that what got me was I didn't know Big Boy could throw down.
Me either.
Man, he beat the shit out of
He was
John
hella
Wick.
nimble in that damn fat
bro.
suit.
He kicked him.
He did a roundhouse.
I cried. When Kingpin swung kicked him like that, I was done. I didn't expect that at all.
I didn't either.
I thought he was gonna be a little bitch.
Yep.
Nope.
Cause he ran first
Because
early.
he ran when he got his neck
That
cut.
nigga had too many goals in his mouth to be a whole bitch.
But they were crooked.
I know, but most of the
Even more so. Crooked
it's
goals?
rare you see big guys like that being able to fight like that. So I thought that was dope.
And his suit didn't even split. Must have had hella lycra in that
That was
motherfucker.
spandex. honey.
Yeah, he
Man,
put
that
them
stretch.
hands on him,
He
bro.
beat the shit.
And,
way
and
that
then knocked
nigga
his
fell
ass
on
over
them
the stairs,
steps,
over the
though.
damn
The
leg.
way that nigga fell on them
Jeez.
steps.
That nigga
I
fell like
cracked up.
that nigga felt like a bowling pin.
Oh my.
When that nigga neck hit them steps.
And he was still
Man.
cheesing.
He was. I thought he was gonna get up. I really thought he was not dead.
And I didn't know how John was gonna get evidence, but that nigga just punched out his
Snapped
dog.
his teeth out. Ooh,
If I was a girl, I'd have been like, nigga, this could have been some crackhead.
That's
You
what I
would've-
was thinking too. But apparently, I guess if you got that tooth from him, he has to be dead. But it could have been a random person too.
I cannot believe the way they had him fall on his neck. Like
that shit was
He
funny to me. That's one of the things, you know how
looking like Benzino.
nigga.
He was laughing like this. Fuck you, Eminem.
Nigga.
that whole because when to me it was like, oh, I gotta submit to the movie when he threw John off that
Yep.
and then he hit that thing and he hit the ground. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yep.
He's Superman at
At
this
this
point.
point, I was like, that's at this point, I'm like, this really is Fast and Furious territory. Like, if it was
Yep.
one thing I did like about the John Wicks is like the action was always over the top, but it was still kind of believable. Like the way he would shoot, bah, bah, bah. I love the way he always shoots like 3-4 times before he move on to the next nigga. But at this point, I'm like, really?
He was wasting bullets on this. There was niggas he shot about 5 times in the
He
head.
wasted
I'm like,
a lot of
bro,
bullets. I was sitting there
nigga,
trying
they
to
dead.
count bullets.
Because they were in bulletproof suits.
No, like it was they were like not in those suits.
Oh, you shot him in the head?
Yeah, like shot him in the head twice.
Yeah, he
Like,
would shoot people in the head twice. He was a little over the top in this
Yeah.
one. Like occasionally he would shoot you, and he would always do a headshot, which is what I always loved
Yeah, I
about John
fuck with
Wick.
that, but it was like, bro, you wasting bullets.
This one, it was just like, where you getting all these bullets from and these
really.
clips?
Those are mags, not clips.
We then see that to resolve all this shit with John Wick, he has to go do a duel with Marquise, and that's pretty much the main premise of this whole thing.
Wait, you gonna skip over the car scene?
No, I wasn't saying like I'm just saying like just to go over the main thing. We're gonna
Keep
talk about the
getting
main. Yeah, he has to do with the duel Marquise, but he has to get there first because he got to go to the church, and that's when we get to the roundabout
Oh,
shit.
I thought that was before he decided to duel, but I'm sure.
They set the terms, and then he has to get
Yeah,
there.
it was after.
Yeah,
It was after.
so they set the terms. They got to meet at dawn.
Okay.
And then they gonna do a 2 pistols battle.
Because he a family now, so he a family now, he can actually challenge him to a duel.
Right.
Winston put his shit on top of it to get his shit back.
Oh, the car scene was after.
The car scene was
family
after
thing?
that, yep.
Oh, okay.
Because after the roundabout, he
I
goes
was
to the
up by this
steps.
point.
God.
Because remember he said, yeah, I have a feeling that John Wick's not going to make it there. And the guy
Hating ass
smiled,
nigga.
and then he was like, all right, bet,
blame
I
him?
got it.
I was thinking he was going to do that. I would have done that. Because there was still an hour left of the movie, so I was like, oh, he's definitely not going to just like go up the stairs and there's a duel.
Yeah, he wasn't going to fight.
Did you fuck with the roundabout scene then?
That's one of my favorite scenes. That and the over the room scene. But no, the roundabout was one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Wait, which part was first, the room scene or the roundabout scene?
The roundabout scene
Was
was
first
No,
before
the
he goes
room
inside
the
the
room
house?
scene is before the roundabout. I believe.
No, no.
What's the
I was
room
not-
scene?
Yeah, it's the roundabout
Oh, okay.
when they do all the car stuff, and
Right.
then because by that time,
Oh, that's right.
Mr.
Yep.
Nobody was shooting to keep him safe.
Okay.
Yep.
And the dog hits the car, and then they end up in the
house.
And then
Big,
they end up
huge-
on the stairs.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I did fuck with the roundabout scene though. Even though I was thinking like those cars ain't gonna stop with all these niggas in the streets.
Bruh,
Not
yeah.
if they're shooting.
Oh, I'm about to pull a ride.
What?
So when we went to Paris and we were in that, yeah, they
Go
don't.
ahead, talk your shit.
They don't. So yeah, the traffic in that roundabout is like crazy.
They don't stop.
It's just like it's almost like organized chaos in it. And yeah, I could not have driven in that. I would have gotten into an accident.
The craziest part to me was when he was doing that damn donut
Yes.
and shooting at them people in that car.
That was dope.
That shit, I was
That-
like, because I expected them to go around once, twice, and when he kept going, I was like, God.
He kept going until they stopped him, and then I was like, somebody was like, nah, we gotta ram this nigga.
Yeah, he got hit, but that shit was it was so over the top. I was like, first of all, they ain't dead yet. And he just kept going.
It was him getting hit by them cars. He was getting hit
He was getting tore up, bro.
by all them cars. I'm like, bro, you can't just keep bouncing back up like that.
He was getting tore up by those cars. But yeah, I think him getting hit that many times felt like a lot to me. But, you know, at that point, it is what it is. And
What you
I seen
saying?
it, yeah.
You gonna say something, Mike?
They want you to stop saying the N-word, man.
Man, I'm about to say Zulu, welcome. You obviously have never been here before. How you doing?
Damn. Damn.
Oh, I was saying it?
No, he think he's talking about Nick.
I don't know who he
probably,
talking. We all been saying that. That's why I'm like, this must be welcome to your first live.
Well, I don't say it. He said
know.
bro, so I assume he's not talking about you. I don't think Ken says it that much, so I assume he's talking about Nick.
Yeah, it's probably me.
His listening experience would be much better if he would stop saying the N-word.
Okay.
I don't think he said all that.
But I was gonna ask you, Mike.
What, nigga?
Outside of Roundabout Scene, did you fuck with the house scene?
That house scene was amazing.
It was.
I thought it was. I was like,
It was
bruh,
amazing.
The shots they were doing in this movie were like,
Yes.
bruh, they
That
took
nigga
it.
they was shooting him with fireworks.
What the fuck was that?
I've never
Nigga
seen
got
that shit before in my
sparklers.
life.
You shoot niggas
Bro,
with sparklers.
I ain't never seen.
And why was they
a
still
gun
coming
like
after
this.
they got shot?
Because
My-
it's just sparklers. They got to light up.
no, my thing was like they got shot in the leg and he was still crawling. I'm like, bruh, if I got shot with something like that, I'm going home. Like if I
It's
survive,
40 million.
Yeah.
Keep my whole life.
I don't even think it's 40 million yet.
Oh, you're
No, I
right.
got-
It wasn't 40 yet. You're right. I think it's only 20 something.
no, he
right?
got 40 when he was in the house because he said 35.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, that was.
it was
one-
almost 40 million when
Okay,
they shoot
yeah.
people. It was close.
It was at
So,
least 26.
It was
Yeah.
close enough. It was like 30 something because
Right.
then he upped. Yeah, it was 30 something, and then no, he hung up on him, and then he was like, all right. He called him back. He was like 40, and then he was like, all right, fine, fuck it.
Yeah, he was offering, I think, 20, and then Mr. Nobody said 30, and then the dude refused and he hung up. Then when he called back, he raised it again. So that's how it got up to 40. But regardless, that whole scene was the
It was.
dopest shit. When he had that fucking fireworks gun, it was just like when they were filming from above and you're looking down, man, that was so
That
good.
shit was,
It
I
was.
loved. I was like, bruh, I don't even know the lady was sitting next to me. I was like, bro, this may be the best action movie I've seen. It may be the best movie I've seen all year. She just agreed with me, but I was just like, I had to say something to somebody because I'm like, I'm
You had to
watching
get it
this
out your
shit.
spirit.
I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Niggas was in this movie, boy.
Yeah,
They
Guadalupe
really were.
said it's called Dragon Breath.
Dragon's Breath, guys.
Appreciate it, Guadalupe. Oh, that
Y'all really
Guadalupe?
believe what Guadalupe say?
I mean,
Why not? you know this motherfucker.
I don't know. I
Guadalupe
said,
be saying some wild shit.
but to make up some shit like that, I don't
Like,
know.
what
He
is-
said it a couple of times. So
think
he
This
really
nigga
wanted
just
to.
randomly shooting dragon's breath on as a hobby. Like, where do you find this shit out at?
Nah, he right. I mean, it's on Call of Duty too. So I mean, people it's on Call of Duty too.
I believe
what?
if somebody's
They
in the
use it on
chat,
Call of Duty too. So
No.
yeah, if somebody in the chat giving us some facts, yeah, I believe it.
If it was Rob Costa, I'd say no, I don't believe it. But I don't think
Guadalupe
Guadalupe
right
really.
up there with him.
And I guess somebody's saying it was on the movie.
I don't remember hearing that.
probably
about
was-
the
yeah.
And
Dragon.
somebody else said it. Either way,
Oh, they did. I must have been asleep during that part.
Damn.
either way, it was dope as fuck. It was almost it reminded me almost like a video game too. Like he got an upgrade on his weapon. Like he finally got enough kills, got enough points, and he managed to upgrade his gun. But yeah, that shit was fucking insane.
Oh, they said Lawrence Fishburne said it.
No.
Wasn't nobody listening
Good
to his
job,
funky
Guadalupe.
ass.
Sorry.
He was basically Alfred in this movie.
Oh, they were inspired from a game called the Hong Kong Massacre.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, all right. But that shit was dope.
Nah,
was
kid,
dope.
agree with me or not with this as far as were you laughing when I forgot to mention this when they were setting up the whole duel thing when the white man was like, "Hey, I'm gonna nominate him to do my shit for me."
That shit
and he
was-
was like, "Fuck that, you do your own shit."
He said, "I ain't doing it."
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I like that Kane did that though. It felt sort of real. He was like, "Man, I ain't doing that shit, bro. Fight your own fights." And he was like, "Yeah, but your daughter, bro." And he was mad as hell.
Was that a cheap excuse though? They kept going to like, "Oh yeah, we got your daughter."
Well, they didn't have his daughter. They were gonna kill his daughter.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we got like her in sights. We could kill her at any time because it felt like
It's movie typical.
Yeah, it
the
is.
other friend that he killed with the samurai sword. He was just like, bro, how many times you gonna follow these niggas and shit? Like, it seemed like they were like, he was like, you gonna like, you're putting like, when was the last time you put brotherhood over the mission or something like that?
At this stage of the movie, I don't think you need to really be concerned about like the story if you've been okay with it up to this point. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if anything,
I wasn't even meaning that as like a shot. I'm just like, dispel belief. I mean, it's the end.
yeah, I think my thing was yeah, maybe they kind of used it as you know, whatever you said, because and I think to a certain degree it worked because I'm like, okay, how the hell is this gonna work at the end? How are they gonna figure this shit out? Because the terms are that one of these motherfuckers got to die. So he has, and Marquis spelled it out. He said there's 3 things people fight for. He's like, John Wick ain't got any of that shit. The dog dead, his wife dead, his car gone.
His car gone, house gone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Mike, was you fucking with that scene too? When Kane was like, "Fuck all that shit."
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But I figured they were gonna use his daughter against him.
Yeah. So what did you think about the duel scene that we see them?
Oh, so we're skipping the
Oh
stairs?
no, my bad. The stairs.
I fucked with the stairs.
You think it was too long?
fucked-
Did you think it was too long?
Nope.
Yes.
It felt like a fucking samurai movie. These long, drawn out ass fights. I dug it. It was stupid as shit,
As hell.
but I dug it, especially when he got to the top.
kept rolling.
And that dude kicked him back.
Bro, when I
to
seen
the
that white dude, I was like, oh yeah, he about to kick him down.
I
hard.
can't stand that motherfucker, man.
Bro, he was the best villain in this movie for real.
That's why. That's why I didn't like him. He was pissing me off.
Yeah.
But he played his role really well. And I was like, you can't kill this guy. But yeah, when he knocked him back down the stairs, I was legit like, how is he gonna roll all the way
That's
down?
what I
you
asked.
see, he would have stopped. Like in real life, he would have stopped by like the second or third like level
They so
step.
annoyed.
I was so bothered by
There's a
this.
lot of momentum down them stairs. And he's skinny.
It was on one part where I saw him intentionally
push-
roll.
Yeah, keep going rolling. Yeah, it was like,
I'm sorry, because I was asking, I was like, man, is he really gonna roll all the way down? And when he got to one, because at one point I was like, okay, he should stop here. And then I saw him kind of keep
he
his
kept
momentum
going.
going, and he kept going. But that shit was
sometimes you just
funny.
with the wave. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? When you rolling like that,
shit
you just with the wave.
Yeah, everybody was laughing at that shit.
Yeah, because I was like, what was it like? He had like 5 minutes left.
It was 227 or 22 steps. The radio DJ said it, yeah.
Yeah, the black lady on the. I like how she was like
The
keeping us
narrator.
updated on where he was at and shit like that.
Real,
Do the right
Midnight
thing.
Club.
Do the right thing.
no, we was just talking about it. Dude was in it. Dear white people-ish.
Oh, over the microphone. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Somebody said there was in the chat there was a tribute to the Warriors,
That's what they said. I know. Like
but I'm
the
trying to remember
basketball
the
team?
scene. Y'all point that out.
Somebody watch that shit.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You've seen the Warriors.
I think it's a movie.
You haven't seen the Warriors?
I know what it is.
The Warriors come out and play.
Oh, like the
I was
80s
deferring to y'all when it came to
movie?
that movie. I ain't seen that shit.
You ain't seen it either.
I ain't seen. I know about
We
it.
all watched that in school.
I didn't. I know what it is, but I don't remember much ever watching the Warriors.
Okay.
I mean, that's always people's excuse for everything. It's a classic. They don't
It
make
is a
good.
classic, but
I mean, everything's
it's
a
okay.
classic. Shit. Jesus of Nazareth, the movie is a classic. You gonna watch it?
Oh, okay. I think they're saying the radio host was the tribute
Oh.
and the Nowhere to Run scene. Okay. All right. Cool. Anyway, well, thanks for that. But yeah, I've seen that movie a few times. But probably, we had HBO when my mom could afford it. So it was I watched it.
So we talked about the step scene, which I liked. I was surprised that Kane killed dude,
Kill who?
the henchman for Marquise.
Yeah, because he said you couldn't kill me, but
He didn't kill him.
No, he didn't kill the black dude. Killed him. I forgot. Yeah.
Because remember he said I could cut you or I
He's
could
like,
punch
I
you.
could
hit
hurt
you.
you.
And he
Yeah.
said, motherfucker. Then he spit on him. I don't know how he knew where to spit,
Bro,
but he spit on him.
that was more disrespectful than the dog pissing
Yeah.
on him.
That was a loogie.
From a blind man.
Or a blind
Get your
loogie?
ass beat by a blind man. He spit on you. That ain't that episode of Boondocks. I think that's an episode of Boondocks. But we finally get to the duel. He make it at. I thought it was gonna be a helicopter that pulled him up there because I was like, I don't know how the hell you gonna get up there in 3 minutes.
I thought the same thing.
Oh, really? I had a feeling Kane would probably do it. The time didn't work out for me in my head.
Right.
But I just was like, all right, if he made it on time, he made it on time. Why did he cut his hand, though? Because remember, like, yeah, you owe me one.
I
And
don't
then he was
know.
walking in and he cut his hand.
I don't know why he did that.
Maybe that was a blood oath he did real quick.
No.
He was like,
I
ow.
don't remember.
I remember. Yeah, he did that.
He stabbed him in the hand.
Yeah,
And
he
then
said it,
He
yeah.
had to rap it. He said, like,
But I don't know why he did it.
I missed that part. Chat, that's the one time we'd want your well actuallys. Why did the blind dude stab Keanu Reeves in the hand? Maybe he's trying to stab him in the leg.
Oopsie.
Yo, fell.
Oh, he said that was his shooting hand. Somebody said that. So he would be handicapped.
Oh, that makes sense. Damn. No, that's kind of dope though. That makes sense. So it's like they're even now. So he had to shoot with his left. Why are y'all laughing? That makes sense.
I didn't even think about that.
Ken's faces. Ken is
You don't think it
making-
makes sense?
No, I'm just.
He's making.
You
his
dumbfounded right
blank-
now?
His blank. I can't believe that's actually what it is. Face.
Because I was wondering why they kept showing him cock the gun with his right hand, and
he
it
couldn't
looked
shoot
weird.
with
Why
it.
he
It looked weird. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I was like, why do they keep showing that? And I was like, oh, when you said it, I'm like, okay.
Yo,
that
who
makes
said that? Give them props. Who said that? That was
Mo.
Mo Zoob. Thank you, Mo Zoob. Wow. I did not. I was trying to figure it out
sense.
too.
Yeah, that's great.
I just want to put out there. This is my will actually.
I was about to say, well, actually,
There's a great joke right there, but I'm gonna let it sit there
we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
you heard it too, Nate, didn't you?
We're not gonna do it. I don't know what the joke he's talking about, but I'm sure it's something wildly
What's
inappropriate.
the joke? You can't do shit like that, bro.
Hey.
I know a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you.
That's not.
What
let's-
is it?
We gonna get juvenile with it, I guess.
We've got to get to these.
John
chats,
Wick can't
guys.
touch his dick after this?
He handicapped a blind man.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, did y'all fuck with how?
Somebody said, was Kane able?
Wow.
That was Crash 98.
Wow.
You see what the fuck you started? You
Wow.
see what the fuck you started?
Wow. Was Kane able?
I've been having a rough time. I needed this laugh.
I'm glad you better. We got to get to these super chats.
Yeah, we do.
Come on.
So that to the duel. Did y'all fuck with how the duel ended?
I liked it.
He was on the technicality.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how they were going to work it out. So he shot him in the shoulder, shot him in the side, and then in the gut or whatever. But it looked like they were missing on purpose.
That's what I was gonna ask.
And that's what I was trying to figure out. I said, are they trying to shoot each other? But then that third shot, when he shot him and he was on the ground and he never shot, I was like, okay, they set this whole thing up. And that's when he walked his ass out there and got shot.
You don't think he set him up,
I
Mike?
don't know. Because if that was the case, then why did he bother stab him in the hand? Because if they set the entire thing up, he would want him to actually be able to control his good hand.
Well, make an excuse for why he's shooting so badly. Because I was thinking the same thing, like a blind man versus John Wick in a shooting battle, like that would be too obvious for him to win.
Got it.
But if he's injured, and it can prolong the battle, so he can just shoot him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, because in my mind, I was like, you can't kill Kane because you basically killing his daughter. How the fuck they gonna get out of this shit? And that was it. And when he shot him, I was like, oh, Wick didn't shoot.
I thought the same thing.
And Kane was quick. He like, hey, bro, me and my daughter, we good, right?
Yep, he sure did.
He did.
Mm-hmm. So, and I guess because he didn't shoot, then he still had the right to kill him.
That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope.
He loves shooting people in the dome in the middle. Like that's how
He
you kill.
man.
That's how you kill Cuz in the Continental.
He had to.
Yep, always.
Consequences.
Mm-hmm. He said, you arrogant prick.
I love it. I couldn't stand that motherfucker. Oh, I love seeing him get shot in the fucking head. I just wish there was a little more drawn out.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I thought it was gonna be
Me
more
too.
drawn
I
out.
was
Shoot him in the
fine with
stomach
it.
or the dick or something, and then go up there and strangle him till he
I was
died.
so fine with it.
You was done at this point.
I
Dave?
was like Winston. The sunset is beautiful.
That was a dope scene too.
It was.
All I was saying was, I was like, man, don't look into the light, bro.
Don't look into the light.
I said, don't look into the light. And then when he saw his wife, I was like, oh, shit.
He did.
I do. I think Keanu.
You hope he did, or you
I
think he did?
Keanu was tired of these movies, and he was like, "I can't do no more, y'all. I'm done. Let me go, Jesus. Let me out my contract." That's the way I felt the whole movie.
I didn't pick up
Keanu
on it
was
because
running his contract.
I thought he was like, Winston, take me home. I thought he was like talking about his house, like his real house. Well, I was like, oh shit, nah, he gone. 'Cause
I was
Winston
thinking about that
started
too,
crying.
but when y'all reminded me that his house was blown up, I was like, where you going?
Well, yeah, I didn't know. I completely forgot about it in the movie, and then when he said it, Winston, can you take me home? And then he was like, okay, and then his eyes welled up, and that's my wife was like, oh shit, John gonna die. And I was like, nah, he ain't gonna die. You can't kill John Wick, bro. And then he looked into the light. Then he saw his wife. I was like, and then the motherfucker slumped over. I was like, fuck, these motherfuckers killed John Wick. Damn.
You think John Wick did, Mike?
I hope he's dead because this was a beautiful way for him to go out.
I agree.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I mean, he's been shot 1,000,000 times already. I mean, he can't keep doing this. So him seeing his wife and slumping over on the stairs, I was like, that was really well done with the church at the top, and you don't see what's at the bottom except for we could assume there's just a bunch of dead bodies. So I think the scene after that when he asked if he's in heaven and hell, or if he's in heaven or hell, and Lawrence Fishburne just kind of laughed and said, "We'll never know," or some shit like that. I thought that was actually set up really dope. Yeah, the church is here. There's bodies down here, and he died square in the middle of that. So, and he,
Damn, I ain't put that
with the
together.
depth.
Yeah, look at you. You be thinking about this shit too deep.
I liked it.
I was eating M&M peanuts and having a good time on the ball, nigga.
I liked it. But I mean, I assume he's dead because the guy said I think it was this movie. He said when he killed the Oracle says something like the only time you'll find peace is in death.
Yep.
And then in either 2 or 3, I can't remember which one it was. Sonny, help me out. He says something like, one of the guys asks him what he wants, and he says peace. Was that in 3?
Yeah, that's good.
So I assume he's dead. Like he finally got peace because he died a free man.
I did like how he said, like, I want my grave to say loving husband.
Yes.
And I forgot that's how, there was a lot of callbacks to like the previous movies in this one. But I forgot that's what he put on the tombstone for his wife, loving wife, and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that was just dope.
Well, don't forget, all the movies they actually did a span of a couple weeks.
The movies itself are
That's
just a span
right,
of a couple
huh?
weeks.
The events themselves are actually really close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But does it ever say how far this one is though? Because I know the other ones were back to back.
Yeah, I remember this. I just remember the other ones like 1 through 3 was like within like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
So 1 through 3 was like 3-4 weeks. Okay. Well,
I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's dead. I think he's dead, but I'm not sure. But I think that if he is, it would make sense because you get like a complete story from beginning to end over the span of a couple of weeks, out over 4 movies, and that's it. And he won his freedom, and he's gone. And that was the one thing he was fighting for, and he had nothing else left to fight for. And that's what Marquise was saying.
Right.
He's like, he has none of those things to fight for. I guess the one thing he did have to fight for was his freedom, but that was it, clear as name. So it would make sense if they just ended it there. And I would like that. I think that would be a really, really good, solid, complete 1 through 4 story. We don't need anything else. But the only thing is, and I guess this is where the post-credit scene came into play, was Kane, because I thought Kane was dope and then I'd really be able to see him again. It was a little bit of a disappointment. But with that post-credit scene, they're probably going to do something with that. I don't know what, since it's not Ballerina.
I think it'll just be a spinoff. I mean, I keep seeing people say that John Wick 5 is coming. Maybe John Wick 5, I don't know. I don't know how they would make John Wick 5, but then it's about her and Kane. But I really don't want them to bring him back because they killed him perfectly. It would be kind of stupid if they brought him back after this.
Right. Don't wear it out. And then what would he come back to do what?
Right.
His whole thing in this movie was,
yeah, revenge.
Right.
The ultimate revenge tour.
Yeah, because he can't get in between Kane and Akira because he kind of owes both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be, but Kane did say you owe me one, didn't he?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that was the duel.
No, I know, but he said after the whole thing. I thought Kane said,
He did.
"Am I wrong?
Wait.
Didn't Kane after the whole thing?
Somebody
didn't he
said
walk
you
up
owe
and say
me
you owe
yeah,
me one.
Up the
I thought
stairs.
Keanu said that.
Did he?
I thought so.
If they said it to each other, I'm trying to remember the order.
Well, somebody said you owe me one at the very end of the movie.
Right. No, you're right.
I thought it was Keanu because he sliced his hand to even up the score or whatever. I thought he was saying basically you owe
You're
me
right.
one because to me, and that's what solidifies that they did go in planning this. Like because we're trying to get you freedom, get me freedom, and kill this nigga, I'm gonna let you slice my hand. You owe me one, nigga.
And I'm gonna let you shoot me in the
Right.
last one. Yep, you're right. You're right. He did say that to him.
I mean, so unless they bring him back because one of them owes the other, and I just don't really care. To
I don't.
see it.
Yeah, I don't need to see all that.
I don't need to see.
Just
it.
just branch off into something else that's different.
Yeah,
because
we're
I like the
fine.
world they built. They built it with the assassins.
Yeah, we're fine here, man. Like, don't overdo it. Don't Fast and Furious this thing.
Please, Jesus.
It's fine. If anything, just do something with Kane and his daughter, and then that's that.
Yeah, because he did lose family.
All right, Mike. Any other thoughts on this movie or this franchise in general before we get to the super chats?
Tight. I'd watch it again
I would too, but I got to be like a Saturday afternoon.
at my house. I'm not going to the theater.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's got to be at home.
When it comes out for free, I'm a binge them all
That's what I
That-
want to do.
That
because I haven't watched the first 3 in years.
I had my sisters watch the first 2 or 3, and I think I don't know if they watched the other half of that, but it's an interesting series to just dive into because it's random as hell, but it's still entertaining at the same time.
Who wins between John Wick and Jack Bauer?
Man,
I never watched
Jack is Jack. Oh man,
I'm picking
John
John
is
Wick.
up there. You been who?
that's what
I'm thinking John
Sutherland,
Wick.
Kiefer.
I don't know.
I don't know.
man.
I'm picking Jack Bauer.
You could throw John Wick off of any building and he's still coming up.
You can
You-
shoot
you
Keanu
seen
Reeves in the
24?
head. He's gonna come back like, bitch, where's my daughter?
He always was talking about his daughter.
Jack up there, bro.
Bruh, Jack got Brittany Griner back. John
He
Wick
would have
ain't
went
do
and
that.
got her, bro. He would have went and definitely got.
She wouldn't have been there that long.
Nah.
Jack Bauer would have got her back in a week.
The Ukraine war will be over by now.
Yep.
If they sent Jack over there.
24 hours. 24 hours. Jack Bauer would have took Putin down.
Yep, you saw they got an arrest warrant for him. Jack
Jack
would have already
Bauer?
got him. Boom.
Oh, they got an arrest warrant for
Yeah,
Putin? Oh,
they-
call Jack Bauer.
Some of the United
Wow.
Nations doing it.
Yeah, somebody issued. Yeah, one of these societies or something issued an arrest warrant for it. Jack would have
No,
got him.
I'm rolling with John Wick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Underestimate
Jo-
Jack Bauer.
John Wick dead, bro.
We don't
Jack's
know.
still alive.
He between heaven and hell, Ken.
That's right, Marty McFly.
That's
Jack's
Earth to
born.
me.
We'll see.
Y'all good? Any thoughts?
I liked it, man. I liked it.
Jason Bourne.
I'm here for the born.
I've never seen any of
You
that.
saw the last
I
one?
have. I don't know. I never
yeah,
did
yeah.
get into
I
him.
don't think I've seen the last one. I'm cool on that.
I didn't think they were that good.
I
They were
can't take,
confusing.
what's his name, seriously.
Matt
Damon.
I can't take Matt Damon beat nobody's ass.
He was beating ass, honey.
He was beating ass.
Back in the day,
It's
I
just-
could take it, but this now when
stories,
he's become an
I don't
actor
know.
now, it's different.
But they started back when he was still kind of
Yeah, when he was young.
so it just kept going. But yeah, no, I like the Born Identities.
Maybe I'll watch it. My mom loves those movies.
People love them. I just
did.
never could
Because they're based on the books, right?
really get it.
I think so.
I think it was based on a book series.
Maybe it is being the actor. Whoever said that.
All right. Well, those are our thoughts on this film. Let's get to these super chats.
So sorry you didn't enjoy it, Zulu.
Yeah, why are you so grumpy, Zulu? Jesus. He said this is the worst review ever.
He did.
But why are you still here, though? Like, if we're so bad and your punk ass is watching us, what does that make you? What do you mean? Damn, Jalen, way to ruin stuff. I don't either, but I love Zulu, man. You know,
Is that a new production rule? Like, don't entertain the trolls?
Yeah, let's stop entertaining the trolls.
I love
They
it.
don't bother me.
they don't bother me either.
Rob Costa, shout out to
Oh,
you.
shit. Speaking
Hey,
of trolls,
Rob.
He's at top of the afternoon, everyone. Watching this next weekend, so I'll unfortunately have to sit this one out. Hope y'all have a great show.
oh, appreciate it, Rob.
Yeah, you probably haven't seen the movie yet.
The Primetime Podcast. You're not about you ain't talking about Dion, are you? I hope not.
What's
Did
your
Nick
Go
really
ahead.
just say he probably hasn't seen it yet?
We weren't gonna keep going. Keep.
But he
what's
read the
next-
comment.
what's
Wait,
the-
no, I thought he said he was gonna see it
He
next
read
week.
the whole
You can't let
comment.
nobody have nothing, can you? Goddamn, Mike, it was an accident.
Moving on.
Oh, I
Goddamn. Oh,
I
you
just put
worse
it
than
in.
me. I ain't think nobody was worse than me to calling niggas out. Goddamn.
I was confused. I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
All right, man. Forget y'all. Chop Top's husband
Come on, Chop Top.
Says, how would y'all rank all four? 4 is easily number 1 for me. Damn, nigga.
That's hard. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it.
Number 1, the first one is the best one.
I'm
sorry.
with, yeah.
The first one is the best one. I could put 3 is last.
I remember really liking 3.
Well, 3 with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like 3 too.
3 is
definitely.
last to me.
Which one had Common? Was that 2 or 3?
That was
2 is
3.
common.
2 was
That one was
common?
hard
Yeah.
too, though.
I like 2. That's what I'm saying.
It's
I
been
like,
a long time. I'd have to
to
go
me,
back
it's
and watch
1, 2, 4, 3.
Did you rewatch them before you watched this?
I was watching
Oh, that's
them.
old. That's old. Yeah, I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
I meant to.
No, the first one still holds up.
First one does hold
Especially,
up,
it's
bro.
always like overcast and dark. Like,
I remember being completely surprised by number 1 because we went on a whim with some friends and I was like, this is gonna be some bullshit. I don't really want to watch. And then end up like really liking it.
Yeah, no one knew. It caught
it's a
everybody
surprise
by
franchise. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no one thought about it.
4 definitely isn't number 1 for me. Number 1 is definitely number 1. I don't know where I would put 4. I need to watch 2 and 3 again to rank these properly. But since you asked the question and sent us a few coins, let me get 1. Damn, I think 1, 2, 4, and 3.
I think I'm gonna do 3, 1, 2, 4.
You like 3
I
that
think I
much?
remember really liking 3. I like Halle Berry. I'm a fan.
Oh, okay. It's mostly Halle Berry. What about you, Mike?
I don't remember, so I'm not even gonna try.
Okay.
I literally haven't watched those movies in years, so I don't remember which one I liked more.
Presto_T, shout out to you, says, John fell down them stairs just like that joke Eddie did on Delirious. Hope y'all have a great Sunday.
I remember
Thanks,
the joke.
Presto.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that too.
There was somebody on YouTube. I don't know if it was staged, but it still was funny. He fell downstairs watching some white woman, some guy named Drewski.
Oh, I literally saw that back there.
Okay.
Look, he broke his damn
Yeah,
leg.
his shit was fucked up.
I don't
bro.
know if that was fake. It looked real.
It did.
Nah, it looked real.
I just want to issue the disclaimer just in case, because somebody's
Yeah.
gonna actually me here. But either way it go, I saw that last night. I was like, God damn, bro. He made a joke about it.
Bangelo326 says, haven't seen the movie yet, so I have to miss this live. Just wanted to show y'all some love on my birthday. I'm 27
shit.
today.
Happy
Love y'all
birthday.
and appreciate the content. Happy,
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Bangalo
Happy
326.
birthday to ya.
See, that's Stevie. Blind.
Okay, I
Wrote
ain't say-
that song.
I ain't say he couldn't sing. I said he couldn't fight. Black Ross, shout out to you. Will y'all review FX Dear Mama doc?
Never heard of it.
Who? Oh, they've been advertising that.
It's a Tupac doc.
It is.
Oh,
About his
Rod gonna make us. He's definitely gonna want to
About
watch
his
is.
mama though. I think it's all about his mama.
Yeah, it's about a
I've
Just by his mother. That's it.
About how she influenced him and like her backstory and stuff.
Her being a Black Panther and all that. I would watch that.
Yeah, I'm interested in watching it. I didn't even think that would be anything we bring. How many documentaries have we actually reviewed?
Not a lot.
Besides
Not
so we
many.
did Genius. Yeah.
We did
I say y'all still in single digits.
single digits of
documentaries.
docs.
It
We
didn't
did the
look that-
Last Dance doc for Dennis
Yeah,
Schwartz.
but it didn't look that interesting to me.
It didn't look like something I would like maybe watch while I'm folding clothes.
Yeah, for real. Like, what? Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean,
Yes, it is.
That's the least you could do, Dave.
I gotta sit there anyway.
But I'm with you because I would do the same thing. So yes, I agree with you, and I
not bad.
totally
Definition of
understand.
the least.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not bad. I feel you, but
It's got my attention. So if I'm gonna give something my attention, let
It's
me turn
it's a
it on.
passing time.
That's all your laundry
Yeah.
day watch
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Nigga,
about
I'm
it.
busy.
Damn. Say, get y'all some live.
I got kids.
We might do it. I'll watch it. I don't know if we'll review it, but I'll watch it. Polterghost says, shout out to Nate's hair.
Oh, that was nice.
Fucking with you.
Polter Ghost. I appreciate that. I actually took time and watched it last night. I appreciate you.
Samuel Crisanto says, are you guys going to review Inya?
In your man.
Yeah.
Sorry, what is
Was that the joke? I don't know how y'all operate these. Is that a joke? I never heard it.
I've never heard of Inya either. I'm sorry.
Y'all are so childish.
I think it was a joke. Cause I was like, I was looking, I was like, bro, I don't
Wait,
know.
is it really? Let's look it up. Hold on.
It's gonna be
You
in your
gonna look
mouth.
up in you?
I'm gonna look up Inya.
In your mouth.
In your IMDb. Let me see if this is.
Are you trying to protect yourself?
Yeah.
Incognito.
You better hope that.
Oh yeah, he got us. It's not a
D-
movie.
That DB don't put up something.
It's
So he
not a
just knew
movie.
y'all niggas was gonna feed into that bullshit.
That's
huh?
Mike. I didn't know Mike was gonna do that. I just
Wait,
read the
you would
que-
have you wouldn't have got it?
I just read the questions, Mike.
Because Enya could be like some Russian person.
I was thinking it was
like
another doc because you already mentioned genius. So I was thinking it could
Enya
be
is
another
like
doc.
a
About
musician or a
Superhead?
group. Enya is a
think it's a
singer.
I thought it was gonna be a
Man.
doc about Indian alley belly buttons.
You think it's the sequel to IP Man?
Thank
But
you,
wait,
Samuel.
Samuel, is it really a movie or
No,
or
it's
you-
not.
I don't think it is.
Oh, he was
I
fucking
don't
with
think
us?
it is. But
That's
shout out
pretty
to you.
good then.
Yeah,
That's
shout out
pretty
to
good.
you. You know, asking anyway. Long live Kevin Samuels says this movie is a masterpiece and should be in the Criteria collection.
I'm glad you think so.
I mean, they have worse movies in Criteria Collection.
What is
so-
Criterion Collection? What is that? What that is? We don't know what that is, Mike. School us.
It's a
We're common
it's a-
folk, Mike.
Yeah, but y'all are like movie snobs. So I figured you would know.
I
what
ain't
the
no movie
Criterion
snob. I
Collection
just
Yeah,
tell you.
movie snob.
Yeah.
is. Y'all are movie snobs.
Nah, I ain't no
Not
snob.
watching that ratchet shit we watched back
Oh,
then.
yeah. You're part-time.
We review
part-time
Blood
movie
and Bone,
snob.
Mike.
I'm only snobbish because of my husband.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
He would definitely know. Criterion is basically they're a group that tries to like preserve really, really, really important movies, and they'll put out DVD collections with all this like crazy extra shit.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, for something to be a Criterion Collection film, it doesn't have to be really good.
Just be
but it has to be
impactful.
really impactful and really important. So I don't know if I could see. I can't tell if he's playing or not.
I think it's serious.
I don't know if I would believe this be a Criterion Collection movie, but like I said, they do have a few that are a little questionable. You've definitely seen the covers. Like, they're really
Yeah.
nice covers.
Okay.
and-
Doesn't Spike Lee have something in
yeah,
there?
he has Do the Right Thing.
Yep.
Boys
And I
in the Hood
believe
is in
they
there,
just
too.
did Bamboozled, too.
Really?
I think that was the
believe
one.
so.
That was the one I saw. Yep, Bamboozled.
Yeah, Bamboozled is Criterion now, which it deserves to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
GT Damo says, random, but what are your favorite Tom Cruise movies? Mine are American Made, War of the Worlds, and Edge of Tomorrow.
Never seen
War of
any
the
them.
Worlds.
That's the Steven Spielberg movie he did.
Yeah, but
Oh, I heard it was trash, but I haven't seen it.
I prefer the original. But Tom Cruise. I guess Mission Impossibles maybe.
Yeah, Mission Impossibles are fun. I really like Jerry Maguire.
Top
I
Gun.
like Jerry Maguire, A Few Good Men. I think Edge of Tomorrow. I'll probably
Because we just watched it, but Tropic Thunder, I thought he was hilarious. in that.
I gotta rewatch Edge of Tomorrow. I don't think it.
I feel like
did
they
it
hype
for me.
it, but it was actually a better than like going into it. I thought
Oh
it's a movie
wait,
better
I
than
did
thought.
watch that. Is that the one with the black guy in it? Morgan Freeman.
No,
God, Jesus?
that's Oblivion or
So
something.
Oh,
Edge of Tomorrow was
never
with
mind, yeah.
Emily Blunt, the girl
Yeah.
from Fireplace.
Is
That's
that the
when he
one where
keep
he keep
dying.
coming back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did watch that. I don't know. I don't think I got it.
Fallout is the right answer, by the way.
You said-
Who?
Oh, so
Fallout.
that's the right answer?
No.
Yeah, it is.
As
The
in,
Fallout.
like, our
Mission
opinions
Impossible
The
are
last
wrong?
Mission Impossible was the right answer.
As in our opinions were wrong.
As is his
Yeah,
best
I'm just
movie?
playing, man. I'm just playing.
As
That's
in-
Oh, Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, I,
I was
did
gonna say
like
Eyes
that.
Wide Shut
Yeah.
was great.
I'm sorry. Jerry
Magnolia
Maguire.
was great.
He was like Rain Man.
Rain Man.
I don't know if
is
I've
a
even watched
classic.
Rain
I will
Man.
give you Rain Man. I like that.
You like
I was afraid I might laugh, so I don't think I've ever watched it. Interview with the Vampire is good. He's been in good stuff. I haven't seen his
Touche.
action
Come on,
films.
Lestat. He is the only
Yeah,
Lestat.
he was amazing in
He is
Interview with
the
the
That was
only
good.
Lestat.
That was
I haven't
good.
seen any of these action. I still have not seen
Ooh,
any.
I forgot
Mission
I know
about
Tom
that.
Cruise more to action. Like outside of the Jerry Maguire and A Few Good Men, like I know him for more action than like I forget that he has just that long catalog of filmography, but like he's done more serious or like different roles.
Yeah, I think he's a great actor. People give him shit because he's a Scientologist, but who gives a shit?
Anybody watch the Interview with the Vampire series? Isn't that a
I'm
show?
very tempted.
It's
I-
on
it looks
Hulu, right?
trash.
Unsullied.
Yeah, it looks trash, but I'm just because I liked Anne Rice's books, I'm tempted.
I thought about watching it too to see if it was more or less faithful to the book, but it just looked so whack. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I think it's
I know,
because it's
that's how I
Hulu.
am,
I think it's
too.
because it's Hulu.
No, Hulu
Hulu
does
has pretty good
shows.
stuff though,
What show y'all watch
especially
on Hulu?
movies.
What show y'all watch on Hulu?
Handmaid's Tale is Hulu.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen it. How
I
you-
seen it. And it's traumatic first of all, but it went off the rails after like season 5. Like it went
It
too long.
been off the rails, but I still watch it.
Wu Tang ain't bad, bro.
I haven't watched
Touche.
Wu Tang.
Wu
That's what
I
people
fell,
say.
I fell
but
off of
I
Wu
don't
Tang,
know.
but I get you. It ain't bad.
It ain't bad.
It
It
looks
ain't
bad.
It's
It
been
ain't
on
that
that-
bad.
It looks bad, but it's not bad, man.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just-
she does.
Yeah, Kerry
She
Washington. Yeah. OTB23 says unrelated, but which duo would you rather have? Chris and Snoop, The Wire, or Uncle Jerome, and Leon in Snowfall.
Oh,
Snoop and who?
Snoop and The Wire.
Chris and Snoop from The Wire, or Jerome and Leon from Snowfall.
Oh, Chris and Snoop.
oh man, I really like Jerome.
I don't really give a fuck about Chris. I just want Snoop.
Chris was kind of used. He
Chris
just
was
needed a
fine.
lineup, and that was about it.
Good lottery ticket, right?
Yeah. But that's different though. That's a different Chris.
Chris wasn't scary to me in The Wire. Snoop was scary to me.
Yeah,
Especially
but
went to
I
that
think it's
hardware
the balance,
store.
though. That's the balance, though. Like Chris would be that dude, like don't fuck with him, but you don't realize don't fuck with him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take Unc and Leon.
Hell no.
I'm gonna take Unc.
I'll take Chris and Snoop.
I'm representing my man today.
I watched the first 2 seasons, Julian. Don't tell me to hush. Oh, they're on 3 or 4 now.
5,
They're on 5?
5, right?
What? Seasons?
No,
Six.
Snowfall?
No, they on 6.
Six?
It's the last one.
So, no, I watched more than 2 seasons then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When
You
season-
watched
season when she
I
becomes
thought
a
you watched 3
crackhead?
and 4, 'cause I
Season
think you-
3,
You
season
fell off
3.
last season, right?
And that was season 5? Okay, I guess I've watched 4 seasons, Julian. Damn.
Season 3 was
That
like
says
my
a
favorite
lot.
season.
That says a lot, Mike. That says a lot.
I didn't, I didn't realize I watched that much.
This on game or something like that as a guest. I thought that's the last one you was on.
Damn, that's going back. That's like
Was that-
season 3.
That was season 3?
I think that's season 3.
Oh.
You ain't missing much, bro.
Okay, I know I'm not. So I fell off at season 3. Damn. I'm gonna go back though one of these days.
Ain't
Did
gotta
you answer,
lie.
Ken?
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
I did not. Let me give Chris Snoop.
All right, 2 more. We got Otto. Are any of you checking out the Super Mario movie?
Yes.
I might.
Yep.
Why you looking at me like that?
Does it look good?
I don't
looks
know. It
decent.
didn't have to.
I would think you could take.
I might take. So Dom's never been to the movies yet, so I may try because he watches like the people playing like the Super Mario Brother games on YouTube and stuff. So it may keep his attention long enough, but we'll see.
I just want to see what they do with it.
I didn't know this was a real thing.
It is.
Cool.
It's kind of messed up. They got what's his name, playing Mario, Star-Lord. What's his real name?
or Chris Pratt. Or Chris Pratt.
Why
Yeah,
is
Chris
that messed
Pratt.
up?
Cause they're Italian.
So?
What I mean?
I don't want him.
You want an Italian to play in a fake
Yeah.
Italian?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're about to say, Nate. Yeah, that is true. But I
Oh,
know.
European.
Right. White is white. If Scarlett Johansson can play a
not the
Japanese
same.
person,
That is not the same
No.
type of appropriation. It's putting,
Right.
yeah, it's putting
I'm not
Scarlett
saying it's
Johansson to go
appropriation.
to
It's just
jail.
messed up. I just like
Fuck that.
keep the Italian.
Angelina Jolie was black for a movie. I can
Honey.
take Chris Pratt
why
as
I
giving a
know why.
fake Italian accent. Get out of here.
What did Angelina Jolie
You
play?
ain't
Ghost
seen
in
when
the
she had
Shell.
the blackface and the curly
She
wig?
sure did.
Honey, that was the
She Rachel
nappiest
Dolezal like a
Kniffelon
motherfucker.
wig ever on a cinema stage ever. I can't no.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but
It's
yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
I will find a picture.
And she was playing a real person.
Yes,
Wasn't
she was.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a real person.
She was.
I just told him what it was, but I
Who was it?
Ghost in the Shell.
No,
No,
that's,
that's
not what
Scarlett
we're talking about.
Johansson.
See what happened?
Oh.
See what
Yeah.
happened? See? See? Both of y'all.
I'll wait for Super Mario to come out on streaming. But last question is Chop Top's husband, the daughter, what's her name? Akira is Rena.
Here we go. Go ahead, bro.
Holy
Go
shit,
ahead, bro.
Sawayama. She's
Yeah.
Saw your mama.
I saw Mama. She's an amazing pop singer and awesome seeing her in her first role. Mike made Out of My Element video on one of her albums.
So I'm gonna be honest, and I probably
A
shouldn't,
Mighty
but
Heart.
I'm gonna be honest. I did see her, and I was like, I know her face, but I didn't want to be racist and think that because I thought she was someone else, not Rina Sawayama. But
Who you thought
that-
she was?
I'm not gonna say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We need content.
No, we don't.
I just want to know what you thought.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She could look closely similar
It
to her.
doesn't matter. All I know is I saw her face, and I was like, she looked extra. Stop, y'all.
Saw her face and somebody else's face that looked like it
making
is.
it
Hey,
worse.
kid, I had about 3 of them already. I was trying to see if Michael could go.
Kid made it bad, but the we need context.
I was about to say 3 of them, kid. I'm cool.
Look, I already admitted that it was kind of racist that I thought this, but regardless, I knew her face and I thought she was someone else, but that's actually really interesting that that's who she is. I didn't know that she was an actress. I just knew she made music. So look at that. Racist motherfuckers. Well, all right.
Well, those are all of our super chats. Let me just double check.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. GT Damo, yes, she is fine as hell. Absolutely. I did not think it was Lucy Loophole. If y'all don't stop. Stop it. God
I thought
damn
somebody
it.
was going to say, he thought it was Michelle Quad.
I thought it was everything again. Everything 2 more times.
We better get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We appreciate y'all for not only tuning in, but also sending us your super chats. Make sure you check us out on the next live. We are still kind of cooking up some things about that. We actually have a meeting about that next after this. But make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, FPS Podcast. Tell your friends and family members to do the same. And we'll catch you in the next few weeks. We out. Peace.
Bye.